And welcome back. This is Kotal for our Rights event. We have an HRE. First map today is Anderson's Counterattack. Got the 284 for the server pop. Server 137 for the CSA attacking versus 148 for the Union defending. So a little bit imbalanced right now, about a +10. So we'll see if they change it up. Let's take a look at these two teams, starting out with the CSA. 4th Georgia has Lieutenant Bill Yank leading it, followed by Lieutenant Benissimo for DB. We've got Major Canada for the 20th Georgia. We have 6th Alabama. Let's see, I don't see their commander just yet, but 2 Corps we have Captain Asgard. Then we have HD under Cloud, A and V under Killer, AB under Major Shovel, and JB under Captain Schumacher. Let's take a look at the Union team. Let's see, we have here NYV, 88th New York under Lieutenant Souther. 4th New Jersey here with Captain Victor. Let's see, 2 USC looks like Lieutenant Sluggy. You have 8th Georgia under Colonel Knight. You have the 83rd under Captain Wolf. We have 9th Corps under Lieutenant Colonel Nicklewater. You have the other NYV elements, Lieutenant Parker, 6th New York. You have LFL with Colonel Famas. 13th Georgia under Lieutenant Jorvak. And looks like we have some Artie as well. Looks like Captain Surflex is going to lead one gun team here. And that is, looks like it's it. Possibly 2 gun teams. Looks like 20th MA also has a gun team. Possibly 2 gun teams, actually. Now I'm looking, it looks like Henkel's got 2 gun teams, so a lot of Artie here for the Union. And we are now live at 40. So reminder, there's no sprinting and no bayonets. 291, so full server. It's balanced a little bit better. Now it's just a -9, so. See how the 2 teams shape up. Looks like the Union is spreading out the field here, as is the CSA. Looking on this right side, looks like we've got 13th Georgia, 2 USC, and 4th New Jersey defending this right side. At the Artie here in the center, and then on the left we have several elements. We got both NYVs, LFL,
So some guys are me.
8 Georgia under Colonel Knight. I think I missed them earlier. I apologize, Knight. 9th Corps. SR is also in there with 9th Corps and 83rd. I did a crap job of identifying the units this game. But now we got the initial attack here going on by the CSA. 3 elements coming here. We got the A and V along with HG and GB all moving up here to hit the far right of the Union flank. Here is 13 Georgia. We'll see if they can stop them.
All right in front of us, 13th.
1 tick right north, 1 tick right north.
Independent fire.
See, it's a good approach using the woods, and it looks like Killer's going to try to get on the flank of the Union team here and then roll them up. So a nice avenue of attack here by the A and V. As you can see now, that cover is no longer as useful for 13. Now keep in mind, there's no bayonets yet. The CSA has turned the Union flank over here. Meanwhile, we have some distracting fire going on. AB is engaging this line here while the rest of the CSA moves up. Right now, now we've got a base of fire with these elements here, and we have another attack emerging here. Here's 6 Alabama. It's now going to get on the flank of the Union over here. It's Major Gamebot. I think I missed him as well. I did a really crap job of identifying the units. You can see them now kind of knocking off 2 USC. All that's left now is 4th New Jersey, but they are going to melt here fairly quickly. Run flag. Get out of there. And a complete victory for the CSA on this Union right side. Meanwhile, you still have a pretty decent element of the CSA engaging with the Union here in the woods. See where the CSA goes from here. Looks like JB is going to clear out the Artie. In the meantime, Killer is going to try to outflank the Union on this side. Is there anyone to warn them? They are going to catch 88th New York in the flank here, if they are not careful. They have now got the Union in a pincer. And they are going to establish themselves on these rocks and putting in some flanking fire. It also allows them to secure the approach from Maine here with HD in a nice little L formation between the A and B and HD. And we also have an additional movement out here. Oh, I hope you didn't hear that sneeze. Alright, so 6 Alabama here is watching the back door.
They're flanking.
So now Union is in a bit of a box. Let's see how they react. Alright, so you have LFL here and 8th Georgia and 83rd all in a strong defensive position. In the meantime, the NYV is going to maneuver to try to deal with this flanking element here. Here is Mr. Parker. Good use of cover. CSA in a very strong position off the bat here. 88th also trying, but they were in a bit of a box. Let's see, it looks like LFL is starting to move off possibly as well. Got 2 USC has taken up a long-distance shooting, kind of defend the approach a little bit, screen the movements here as the reinforcements, North New Jersey and 13 Georgia move in. They have now capped. 6 Alabama Gamebot is going to move up as well, as is Cloud, and try to get a better angle. Also, you have JB is moving up as well, kind of now straightening out the line here. Keeping the Union a bit bottled up here. See if they can get enough combat power to punch out of this and retake the point.
No, he's dead.
Oh, and happy birthday, Mr. Victor. Feels like every week. Get a year older, man. I don't know about that. That might wear on you.
Why the
Come here.
North to the northeast, all the way out there, boys. That's
You got Colonel Knight put in some heavy fire. So we got LFL and 83rd on the right. Let's see, somebody's trying to punch forward here. It is Victor. Victor. No, it is not. It's Victor. It's Southern. I'm sorry, Southern.
Oh yeah, I see him on the north as well, yeah.
They are a bit surrounded here. They are going to get chewed up. They are just doing this by themselves. CSA has anchored themselves in some pretty strong positions here. See, the Union now is starting to maneuver. Parker is going to redeploy out to the flank and see if he can get around Sheehan over here, which is 6 Alabama, but they are positioned well to guard the flank, and anywhere you approach from, you got to cross over open ground, so good maneuver here by the CSA. Got a bit of a Z formation. I think Parker has the right idea, though. I think he needs a little bit more power than what he's got, though. We'll see. Maybe 6 New York can do it. They've done it before. It is a full server. And Union is a bit ahead on manpower, too. They got +9 men, so cannot leave it to the balancing for how this battle is going right now. So Parker's adopted the position here to get some flanking fire. Try to wear it down, this JB 6AL element here. Good use of cover here by 6AL. See on tickets right now, the Union has fallen significantly behind. They're gonna have to figure out an angle to punch through this. So right now, if this continues, the CSA will win this match.
Alright, so fun fact, apparently when I'm not join you guys, I'm skirmishing.
Right now, all the CSA has to do is hold this position. 15 more minutes. Alright, we have some additional movement out. So, as far as attack angles go, I'll be honest, 88th, you saw what happened when they went in the center. Even these forward elements like Victor here, he's getting hit pretty hard, although he's using good use of cover here. Sova has reformed on this side. Now we do have some maneuvers here. It is FAMAS. See if the LFL can change this equation a little bit. The Union's going to have to figure a way to concentrate and kind of roll this up a little bit. They're going to keep fighting unit to unit. I don't think it's going to be enough. We got 2 Corps squaring off against 8 Georgia and Captain Asgard. So now let's see. 2 USC has rotated over to this side, try to get a better angle on the 6AL. There's a lot of power still flowing into here.
Hold him cover, Africa. Hold him cover.
They're moving. Is it near? Can you get closer to him?
Good. So it looks like we have some more movement here. Do we have a charge? We do. It is led by 13 Georgia here. And they're going to try to knock off HD. One charge alone is not going to do it here. Although that was a good charge by 13th, has knocked back HD. Now A and B is going to have to cover this angle as well. To give them time to recover, that opening won't stay open. And we have another charge here. The CSA is trying to retake over here. Here comes AB.
Right there, behind the tree right there.
It's going to push back 9th Corps and take these rocks while the Union falls back to a more defensible position. I think that actually works out, strengthen out the line a little bit. Maybe figure out an angle for concentration. Free up some forces. Now we see, is this Parker? Yeah, Parker has joined up over here. Kind of rotated in with the 2 USC on this flank here, but the CSA has reacted. 6AL has moved over here, but Now you see that little maneuver by Parker. What that's done is it's opened up an angle here. Possibly from these rocks, it might be able to come in and hit A and V. Squeeze them. Question is, can the Union get men over there and get organized? Let's see, somebody's over here. It is 2 USC. And good use of cover here by both teams on this side. 6 Alabama's job right now is to try to tie down Parker and keep him from swinging up and around. Meanwhile, the new anchor here is A&V, although Cloud has now had time to get back in, get some men back. So that opening that 13 Georgia created has now largely closed. There's some more troops filing down. It looks like 2 USC. Along with Hankel has come in as infantry. His guns are gone, so it's a wise move on his part. Have some more movement up here. .83rd is collapsing in as they continue to get more pressure. Again, I think this is not a bad idea. Try to string out the CSA, create an opening to attack. Decent amount of combat power here. And indeed, now that 8 Georgia has come in and joined, they're going to join with 88th. And they're going to come in and try to knock back HD. Is that enough, though? Some other elements back here. 13 Georgia, who did the initial attack, and then here comes Wolf and Victor. And here now they all come. So that initial charge didn't quite work, although it has loosened them up. Can this secondary charge make in and finish the job? DB has moved up to try to help, but Parker in a good move here. After knocking back, it looks like they knocked back 6th Alabama. He has been able to open up that flank and did this charge here in the side. That was the danger once they got 6AL knocked back a little bit. And Parker coming in, although everybody charged in there, nice combined attack, has rolled up CSA here in this center. That's what you need to do. You need to mass up, you need to charge. CSA in the woods, though, getting tied down by a few elements of LFL, kind of wasting their combat power while the Union was able to mass. So good job to the Union team on this one. They have recovered nicely. And as they take the point, they will get a decent chunk of morale back. Now Parker looks like he's going to try to continue to exploit. He's going to charge to Canada and try to wipe them off. So CSA is now punched back to engaged. And Parker's going to try to roll up this flank, although I think 2 Corps is going to staunch it before it gets too far. Yep, 2 Corps was able to staunch off the Cav attack there. And really all it's done is going to draw the attention to them onto the point. Now back here we have a combined element here trying to stop 6AL, keep them off point. That might have drawn a little bit too much attention, that little attack by Parker. And now Union is starting to lose point. They need to get these other elements down here. They're mostly respawning in. They got to get back into this fight now that the CSA has had time to reconsolidate a bit. And they got to get there before the CSA reinforcements arrive. So here we have Fort Georgia here is going to try to stop Victor. And it is just not enough to push them off. And now we see Killer's gotten his men back in. And that opening that the Union created is now kind of collapsing in on itself. I'll be honest, I think poking that bear a little bit, they might have reacted anyway, but
Directly to your southwest, guys. Crouch down.
the Union now has to figure a way to punch through and kick them off the point, but CSA has had time to get the main body of its force back.
Boys, bayonets is your priority.
Like the 6th Army did in Russia.
Another charge in. Hey, Georgia kind of going into the jaws of 2 Corps, but by itself wasn't quite enough, although there's a follow-in. Here comes LFL now. There's a little bit of confusion about the bayonets. I don't think they're supposed to be on at the moment, but I guess this happens. Still have AB here shooting into the side, while the main defensive line is back here. Where is the Union? Looks like they're consolidating back a bit.
500.
We need it.
The whole regiment.
Oh, yeah.
The whole regiment.
Thank you.
I'm going to the point of 500. We need everyone there.
Alright, coming down.
You still have, I believe, is this Victor over here? Not Victor, this is, okay, Wolf has moved his men, joined with 9th Corps and 2 USC at a decent position here to overwatch the point, put in some flanking fire, and then if an opportunity arrives to flank out of it and hit the enemy. But now, yeah, the CSA is going to have time to get their reloads, get reset, get their defense in, so it's going to be a much tougher nut to crack. It is a full server.
Yes, you are.
Alright, so we got multiple streams coming in. 88 here is going to try to knock back AB, secure that left side. Looks like Victor's going to try to intercept these guys. Why, kind of as a sacrifice, while Knight is leading an attack here in DB, although DB is wisely falling back. And then here comes JB to hit 8th in the flank. Alright. 88, let's see here. So 20th has won the fights. 88, you got to get kind of disorganized, but you got to get back to the fights. That's when the junior leaders come in. You just sit back here and, you know, get your loads, and, you know, take pop shots. It's time for the enemy to reorganize. Alright, so now Parker's going to charge out on this side, trying to wipe out Canada. If they can secure this side, they might have a decent bridgehead to start rolling up the CSA. But it's going to really depend on how much gets weighted to it and how quickly they can advance. There's Knight and Parker both charging in. You got a base of fire here by Captain Victor. And 83rd has a couple elements of security here, but looks like they are about to get flanked out by 6 Alabama. They did not have enough security on this backside. And 6 Alabama now has the flank. Comes Souther coming down the road. And here they come. Here's 6 New York. And here comes 88th, but they need additional support. LFL shooting from the woods. That's gonna... 6 New York is gonna get eaten. They are now breaking.
Guys, there's
Here comes Victor. LFL is trying a wide flank here. So we'll see if this one works. Now coming at a decent angle. kind of catching a pincer as Victor moves up. And a good move here by 6 Alabama. Now they're flanking in. They were in a good position now. Now nobody's there to intercept them. It is a general melee on the point. Only a minute left.
Come on, Wesley, haul ass.
And the CSA was able to hold because they were able to kind of chew that in a little bit of different units. Union wasn't able to mass up, in my opinion. And you got another stream coming in by Parker, which started the fight, but now again he's going to kind of go into the jaws here. They've had time to reorganize and reset. Not even on teams now, though. That imbalance is gone. Here comes Souther, but it's a bit too late now. The CSA is pushing up. And it's a good move here to keep the Union off a point.
Shit, dude. My God.
And that's it. A decisive win by the CSA. Really, they came out strong in the beginning, got a nice position. The Union was able to organize a very nice counterattack, but then they kind of lost cohesion and weren't able to finish the job and finish off capping. And because they kind of spread out and kind of did their own thing, it allowed the CSA to regroup and reestablish the defense. And then, yeah, that was it. Cohesion's not easy. There's no steam chat or anything. But, yeah, just a little bit of a loss there. Coordinating. I think they had some good ideas about getting after it. You know, trying to spread the field, trying to spread them out. Parker dragging off the 6AL and opening up for that flank attack. But then kind of, yeah, just couldn't finish the cap there. So, good first match. Exciting, fast pace. We'll see how the second one is.